Hey guys, welcome to a new video today where I'm making a new series called Top Drives Top 10s. In this series, I just rate the top 10 of, well, anything in the game. In this episode, I want to talk about my opinion, and yeah, this is all my opinion. I should say the disclaimer and all that before people get angry. But these are my opinions, and yeah, I do hope what you think, and if you disagree, just comment down below. So in today's episode, I am going to be rating the top 10 nicest thumbnail pictures in Top Drives. Now, Top Drives has over 800 cars in the game, and they all have their own pictures. Some are pretty bad, but some are really good. And I would say the majority are really good. So I'm narrowing it down to the top 10, and this is my top 10 picks in Top Drives top 10. So before I show you the top 10, I want to tell you what the judgment criteria is, how I'm judging these cars, how I'm judging like which one is the best. So the first thing on the list is crop, the crop of the picture in like the card. So like it could just be like this whole Mercedes, or maybe the crop could be like half of the Mercedes, like that. And you know that comes into factor to see which is better and which isn't. The next one is angle, therefore the angle of the car. It could be, I don't know, maybe it shows like the back of the car, or just one side of the car, or you know, it's a 3D image. The next one is car design. Now this one, Top Drives couldn't do much about it because this is just about the design of the car, and if the car looks good, like comparing this A45 to like maybe, I don't know, what's a really hideous looking car in the game, the Subaru, the RQ19 Subaru. I forgot what it's called, but it's just disgusting. Next is the uniqueness. So I'm judging uniqueness by, well, you'll see later in the video what uniqueness counts as. You know, something different, not just a car. You know, maybe the car is drifting or jumping, you know, something like that. Next is movement. This is whether the car is static or not. So if the car is moving or the car is not moving. And lastly, it's the background. So as you can see in the background for this AMG A45, it has like a background of like trees and like the asphalt, and then some other cars the background could just be white, it could just be plain. So those are the criteria that I'll be judging the cards by. So without further ado, let's go into my top 10 picks of the top 10 nicest cars in the game. So in the number 10 spot, we have, you know, as you've already seen, the Mercedes AMG 45. This is a beautiful car in real life and in game. Really good car to have, and I really wish I had it. But this is not about statistics. This is just solely about design and the picture. So why I think this deserves a number 10 spot is, first of all, it's a really beautiful car. It's drifting. It's in motion. As you can see, the back tire is actually off the surface, so it's kind of like getting some airtime, I guess. And the background is just really nice. It's really simple, and overall it's just a great picture, and I believe it deserves a top 10. Now in number 9 we have the Bugatti Chiron. Let's be honest, if anyone was going to make a top 10 video, the Chiron would probably always be in it. It's a beautiful car. It fits the screen, so not a single bit of the car is like missing. It's not like this part, like the light is like being blocked by the stats. You know, some cars, it happens, you know, not the whole car fits in the picture. So it's really nice. It's a really good picture. It's HD. It's moving. And yeah, definitely deserves a number 9 spot. Why it doesn't get higher is because I just feel that, you know, there could be something going on, like different background, because right now I see about 3 shades of color in here, maybe 4 if you count white. But nevertheless, amazing looking car. And yeah, so now we're moving on to 8th place, which is the NSX. Now as you can see, it is actually quite similar to the Chiron in terms of background and movement and angle. Why I think the Honda NSX, the picture looks nicer than the Chiron, is because the neon lights. And there's more color to it. It's more vibrant. It's at night. It gives off that feeling of that Tokyo vibe, you know, the neon lights. It's at night. Classic Japanese car. I just love the feeling. It has a theme to it. Really nice picture. Unique angle. and I believe that the Honda NSX deserves the number 8 spot on this list. Now moving on to number 7, it is the Dodge Viper ACR. Now this is what I was talking about, the Chiron earlier. The Chiron, the whole car fit in the screen. For the Viper, not really. As you can see, the grille is being blocked by the legendary icon. But nevertheless, this is a beautiful, beautiful car. Beautiful, beautiful picture. And I just loved it. Once again, there's a theme to it. As you can see, the clouds in the background looks like it's going to rain, like a thunderstorm is going to come, you know? And that's just amazing. I like it. The car is moving once again. The angle is really nice. Beautiful car, and it has, you know, nice focus on the tires, nice focus on the rims, and the background's really nice, and it's a nice HD picture. And I do believe this deserves 7th spot. Now, number 6, it is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. This is a very, very, very nice picture. As you can see, the whole car is fit in the, you know, it's cropped really nicely. And this is what I mean about judging by uniqueness. I mean, they could have easily taken a static photo of the Lancer Evo, but they decided, you know what, let's be different. Let's take this picture. You know, as you can see, it's having airtime. It's like off the ground. You can see like a little bit at the bottom of the car. I love it. It's unique, and it looks menacing. It looks like a tiger gonna like jump at you and attack you, you know. And it fits because the Mitsubishi Lancer has like that evil grin to its face. It's really cool. It's really dangerous car. I love it. So I think that this car really deserves the number 6 spot on this list. Now, moving on to the top 5. In 5th place, we have the BMW 640D. Now, I think this is just an absolutely amazing picture. Not only because it's drifting, but the terrain that it's on, the sand that it's giving off in the background. I love it. It looks so cool. I mean, the guy that's driving the car is wearing sunglasses. The car is black. Just such a cool car. I mean, the fact that it's drifting. Nice picture. Most of the car fits in the page. And the BMW is a beautiful car. So I believe that this does deserve 5th spot. Why did I say it that way? Now moving on to the 4th place on this list. And we're going back to Mercedes. It is the C63. Now, like the BMW, as you can see, it's like kind of like drifting. There's like smoke coming out from the rear wheels. Amazing looking car. And also, once again, uniqueness. It's not the front of the car, it's the back of the car. And like, it's just a beautiful car in general. And I love how it's like going over that curve. The background is really simple. It's really nice, but it's not plain. You can see like the individual strands of each tree. And just a beautiful car. I just want to give a shout out to Hutch for the pictures that they have for Mercedes, because when I was selecting my top 10, I was looking in the Mercedes panel and I was like, wow, there are so many beautiful pictures for Mercedes. But I didn't want to be over biased, so I only have 2 Mercedeses in this list. So this is the last Mercedes in this list, and it's amazing. So that is the C63 in 4th spot. Now we're moving on to the top 3. In 3rd place, we have the McLaren 720S. This is just such a striking car, such a beautiful car, HD image, really nice. A lot of colors going on. It's really good, but the main focus, once again, is on the McLaren 720S. Just amazing car. Just look at it. It's striking. The color is striking. It's moving. It's not static. The angle, maybe a little bit of improvement. Maybe if they zoomed out on the picture a bit, it maybe deserves maybe a top 1, top 2. But with that said, it's just a beautiful looking car. Once again, it's kind of similar to the Mitsubishi Evo. It looks menacing. It looks like it's coming at you, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's a car that I really want in the game. Now moving on to the top 2. In the 2nd place, I have the Cayman GTS. Now, the only reason that this car isn't first is because the crop is actually pretty bad. As you can see, you can only see like 3/4 of the front grille, and you can't even see the rear wheel tires. But with that said, I still think this is an amazingly beautiful car. I love the main uniqueness of this car is like the number 1 standout point, and why it's at number 2 spot, because this car is from Japan. You can tell because the car plate is different from any other car plate in the game. If you can tell, Most of the cars in top drives, their car plates are European. I think they're British. If not, then they probably won't have car plates at all. Yeah, like this one is European, as you can tell. This one is unique because this is from Japan. And I feel like the Japanese car plates are just the nicest car plates in the world. I love the uniqueness of it. It's so clean, it's so simplistic, it's so nice. Once again, the movement of the car is amazing. There's emphasis on the wheels, and I love that. Just the pattern of the rims is beautiful. It's a beautiful car, and yeah, I love it. I really love it. It's a beautiful shade of red. I love the motion. It's just an amazing car, and in my opinion, it deserves second spot. Now, before we go to the first spot, we always have to do the honorable mention. So, without further ado, let's do that. The first honorable mention is the Corvette Stingray Z51. Now, this is a car that's very special to me. It is one of the first epic Chevrolets that I got, and therefore one of the first epics that I've ever gotten in the game. I think it's a very, very, very beautiful car. The crop is amazing. The color is striking. The car is beautiful. The only reason I felt that it didn't deserve top 10 is because the background, although it's nice, it's a bit too monotone for me. It does give off a huge American US highway kind of feel, but I don't know, something about the background it's a bit too plain, for me. Next in our honorable mention list is the Austin-Healey 3000. Yeah, once again, this is a cool car, a great angle, and it's in motion. The only reason I didn't really have this on my top 10 list is because I felt that there was, once again, a bit monotone, a lot of gray, a lot of silver. The background is really, really beautiful. I actually really like the background. The only problem is when I look at this car, I look at the background first because I feel that there are more colors going on, and like the focal point is kind of being pushed to the background. Just because the car is just gray with a little bit of red. But nevertheless, really beautiful car, really beautiful picture. Along the list is the Jaguar F-Type. Now, at a first glance, I thought this was on the same track with the Cayman GTS, but it can't be because the car plate is European. It's probably British. Amazing car though. I love the movement. Another problem I have that why this didn't make the top 10 is the crop of the car. It's pretty bad. It's actually similar to the Porsche Cayman, but the Cayman was just more striking, and the rims were nicer, and the car plate was nicer, and the car itself was just nicer. So that's just my opinion. Two more cars in our honorable mention list is the Ford Mustang GT. Once again, striking color. This is an OG car. You see this in like the start of the game. It's like you can get the starter pack and get this car. Beautiful, beautiful car. I love the background, and I just think it's a great car. And lastly, in our honorable mentions is the Nissan GTR Nismo. This has one of the nicest crops in the game. You can see the whole car in all its beauty, and even a little bit of the background. And in fact, I was actually tempted to put this in a number 10 spot instead of the A45. But once again, the car is static. It's not moving. And I felt that, imagine if the GTR was moving. That might change the whole game. But it's a beautiful car. Beautiful picture. I love the background. It's amazing. And I would love this car in the game. So that's it for our honorable mentions. We're going to move on to the number 1 spot. And in what, in my opinion, I think is the nicest car in the game in terms of like the thumbnail picture. So in number 1, we have the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. This is just an amazing, amazing, amazing picture. I love it. I love the angle because it's drifting once again. It's not going in a straight line. It's like turning, but you see the whole angle of the car. Unlike the Porsche Cayman GTS or some other cars that you might see drifting in the game, the crop would be kind of off because part of the car would be outside, outside this borderline over here. But they managed to get the whole picture of this GT2 in here. I think the crop is amazing. The angle is amazing. And I mean, the Porsche GT2 is a beautiful, beautiful car. The car design is straight 10 out of 10. It's unique. And I love those LED lights just striking out at you. It's amazing. You can see a bit of the tires. You can see the spoiler. The movement is unique, and the background, oh, it's okay. It's not the best background, but it definitely complements with the car because if this was a gray GT2, it probably wouldn't be in the #1 spot because I would say that's just too much of one color. However, it isn't a gray GT2, it's a white GT2, and I think it's amazing. It's beautiful, and the navy color. Now, navy is a color you don't see in every car, and I think that is unique, and I think it goes really, really well. So, just a recap on my list. Here are the top 9. We have the A45, the Chiron, NSX, Viper, the Lancer Evo, 640D, C63, 720S, the Cayman GTS in second place, and of course in first place, we have the 911 GT2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do more of these top drives, top 10s, and once again, tell me your top 10 in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And I might make another top 10 video of the nicest cars in the game based on your opinions. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, I do appreciate the support on the channel I've been getting recently. Since the American Dream update, I've got about 38 subscribers and racked up about 5,000 views, so I really appreciate that, and I do hope that this momentum keeps going, and I hope this series will help that. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and once again, check the description for just links that might get your fancy, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day.